GM everyone. Could have been well planned and well prepared first stream, but it happened to be this way. I kind of apologize for getting on your screens in a very ad hoc way, but let's say I want to do this video streaming in across the screens. You can find us in Twitter, you can find us in Insta, and future you can find us in everywhere. Yeah. Before that, I just want to introduce myself. I am Surya. I I also am associated and working with GPU. I look at marketing part of the business, and yes, this stream will be from now onwards a regular one. The idea is to yeah. So the idea is to make this stream a regular, is to interact with the community. Along with interacting with the community, we also want to take things forward by bringing interesting people, interesting insights. We also kind of want to take this in a podcast style of format. Yeah. So that's the reason, and I'm pretty sure we will be going very big, and I can guarantee that you guys will be taking or you guys will be seeing so many people, so many guests. We will be introducing so many interesting competitions, maybe a mini hackathons, as well as a quiz and community interactions and everything. Having said that, I just want to start today's session, which is going to be pretty much our CEO who will be introducing many aspects of the business. So, along with me, who is co-hosting today is Kuvar. He, Kuvar, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. I think you guys would have heard me talking a lot of time. Me and Surya actually.
Yeah.
So I am an AI engineer here, and I also work on the other side of things as well. I like designing products, coming up with business ideas, and creating strategies. So yeah, that's about myself. So yeah, and this is the first time we are having this kind of online stream.
Yeah, exactly. And I just also want to introduce another interesting person. He's you. I'm pretty sure everyone in the community too might have had a communication once or the other. So hey, Ivesh, welcome, bro. GM.
GM guys, glad to be here. Yeah, I think
Yes.
I just want to start with giving a short intro about myself. I'm Ivesh. I lead growth at GPU.net. I've done some good campaigns for GPU.net. I also help on board KOLs and presently looking forward on the growth side of GPU.net. Yeah.
Yeah. Super, super. We will take things in a step-by-step form. We want to ease a little bit, and most importantly, we want to chill out and talk to the community as well as we, amongst ourselves in a fun way. Maybe some banter will be to included once Suraj joins. So, our idea is to talk about the product, talk about our plans, talk about our future plan of action, and we want to be as transparent as possible in every single aspect. So having said that, like I promised before, I'll be bringing Suraj to a video spaces and he will be joining pretty shortly. So I just want to reiterate and talk about the products that we have been currently working on. Yes, we do talk about every random thing that's happening in the Web3 world as well as crypto world. Before going ahead and talking about our product, me, Ivish, and Diesel, we have a formality of talking about the current market conditions. We just don't want to miss this formality and just go ahead and talk about it. And Ivish, good to see you, bro. Good to see you here again.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I think it's going to be about market, right? I think overallly, if you see, in terms of what's happening with Web3, overallly, right now we can see Ethereum is doing like really great in terms of price as well. A lot of liquidity is coming, and also I think in September most probably we are going to have rate cuts as well, right?
Mm.
So if
Mm.
that actually happens, a lot of liquidity would be coming into some really good altcoins, right? And right now, the altcoins that are doing good are the only ones that are able to do good revenue, right? And the ones that are actually doing buybacks, right? And we at GPU.net are also, um, if you see, we recently did a buyback of 250K, right? And as the revenue increases, we will also be doing buybacks, right? And I think overallly this space is getting like more serious. Like not any random project which is just coming up, catching the hype, they're not able to sustain right now. Only the ones that are doing real revenue are sustaining right now. Like the game has changed completely after Hyperliquid, Pump.Fun, and Athena. Like these kind of projects came, and they're literally doing millions of revenue, and literally they're doing really good buybacks, right? So these are like a really good foundation that has already been set. And for a project like GPU.net, which is on the AI side, where we are looking forward, to do the best for our ecosystem. This is like an inspiration for us as well, right? So that's more about it, and pretty. Um, I've always been like in terms of market, I've always been not like very bullish, but I still feel Bitcoin could go somewhere between 140 to 160K, anywhere between that side.
By end
I
of
still
this year,
do.
you are talking, or it's a projection for next 1 year?
Yeah, I think in a span of like next 6 to 8 months is what I personally think. And I think and what why am I telling this is because I have been seeing some really good leading and lagging indicators. I'm not just talking about lagging indicators. I'm
Mhm.
talking about some leading indicators like MVRV ratio and many such, right? So all these tell that there's still a really good liquidity that's going to come up, and we could go somewhere between 140 to 160K. But now also is a good time, for people to start offloading. And overallly, even if I tell things from an AI perspective, it's been great. Like, like the entire space has changed in the last 8 months, 8 to 12 months, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Everything is happening so fast, right? Uh, from uh, from generic AI, now we are completely on agentic AI, and I'm seeing like every person is looking forward to do automation or do some workflows using tools like N8N and all these automation stuff, right? So good to
Yeah.
see all this happening. So I'm um, pretty bullish on the space and all the
Okay.
happenings is what I can tell. Yeah.
Oh,
Awesome.
all right, awesome, bro, awesome, and thank you, everyone, for joining. And this was on a short notice, and I'm surprised to see the turnout. And hi, everyone. Please do drop your comments, suggestions, or like how this stream is supposed to go. Before that, I just want to I wish to pitch about our upcoming event, AI X GPU event in Dubai. Would you like to have few words? And I also want to tell people, whoever are there in and around Dubai, please do come to this event. It will be pretty exciting and interesting. We will be talking more on GPU, and we'll be talking. Our team will be joining to talk about the prospects. Yes, I will go ahead.
Yeah, I think so. This Friday in Dubai, we are doing an event. I think it's going to be a very closed event. I think max 30 folks can come, and looking forward to. We had previously done event in Abu Dhabi as well. We are looking forward to go ahead and launch our Dubai chapter as well, right?
Mhm.
Looking forward to engage with some really good folks who are really AI enthusiasts, or really looking forward to understand the side of how data center and GPU compute and all these stuff work, right? So yeah, it's happening this Friday, 4 p.m. The Luma, I think on this particular X itself, just if you scroll down, you'll be able to see the link. Folks can register to that particular event, and uh, I think first 20 people who register, they'll also get some 5 hours worth of free compute, which will be added to the DApp. So yeah,
Yes.
that's how it's going to be. And we have also been doing quite a few events in. I think we had done an event in Bangalore as well. So looking forward to have online presence as well as offline presence as well. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. Yeah. So let me quickly introduce about our products, okay, and which we are planning to, and which we are trying to bait in our social media. I understand that it's a frustrating thing to even listen, but I just want to reiterate that everything is going perfectly fine, and it will be sooner or later. Leave later. It will be as soon as possible at your doorstep. I mean, at your at your disposal. So, Cole, would you quickly go ahead and talk about our Astra? Then I'd like to ask Ivesh about GVEX, and we'll take this communication forward and try to keep things as crisp and as interesting as possible.
Yeah,
So,
I'll just give like a whole product tour itself.
Mhm.
So basically, first we built DApp. DApp is a marketplace for GPUs at any cost, at any amount, at any scale. And then on top of that, we built Subnets.
Yeah.
So we built Subnet. Subnets is like an application layer, so people can start their applications. Then after that, we thought like someone is using their AI apps, so how to help them make those apps. So we started providing LLMs and models, and slowly we are also providing going to provide agents, which is a tool for almost everyone currently right now in Web3 space or anywhere to do their work faster. So yeah, we are developing tools which help the community, which helps our cause, and yeah, and it's going pretty good as of now.
Yeah. So I would like to talk about one interesting comparison, because there are like tons of LLMs that is jumping into the market, and each one is even taking different products out of it. So what is your thought process, or what is your opinion, and where do you see, I mean to say, how do you see GPUs Astra is being standing out amongst the rest of the competition? I understand that it's going to be pretty
Yes.
tricky road to follow, but I just want your thought process so that
Yes,
community
so
will
in the
understand.
upcoming streams, I will show it to you what I'm trying to make you guys understand. That is, Ivesh and I will be trying to make some AI agents for productivity on DApp itself. So the LLM which the agents use, even that will be running on a private system which you rent from DApp. The models will be downloaded and will be automatically deployed for you, and the platform to create agents will also be deployed for you automatically. So your entire AI agent, from hosting the AI agent framework to the LLM, is completely private, and it's completely there for you. And
Yeah.
yeah, so I wish and I will be giving few guides and few templates on that in a coming upstream.
Yeah.
We can do that, right?
So again, I want to ask you the question again. Talking about speed, distance, and time. In our case, it's speed. How are we standing out compared to the
Oh yeah,
competition?
so yeah, similar to how we had like really high spec DC grade GPUs on the DApp marketplace. Similar to that, we have high capacity LLM deployments as well. So that support somewhere around 5 million tokens per minute and 15,000 requests per minute. So it's as big as a company would need,
Yes.
a startup would need to make a really good POC for a lot of people.
Superb, superb. Yes, that's pretty much
Yeah.
it what I want to ask. But I also want to bring in Ivesh. Ivesh, let's talk about the GVEX. And you know that there are so many DEXs that's jumping into the market, and I'm pretty sure you go big on all these aspects. I just want to ask you, where do we stand, and how do you think that we can have that lead or the advantage compared to the rest of the market?
Yeah, see, I think since you first spoke about GVEX, right? If you see, I was just looking after all the Web3 projects that are actually been doing revenue in the recent terms, okay? And a huge chunk of all the perp platforms are from the like the Gamblefy, the ones who are able to make revenue is either stablecoin, DeFi, and third one is Gamblefy or trading apps, right? And if I give you an example, Hyperliquid is making a revenue of $6 to $9 million on a daily basis, right? Now taking understanding all these kind of stuff, okay. We are also coming up with GVEX, where I think a lot of folks have been asking when the node trading will go live, right? When GPU trading will go live on GAN chain, that is on our own chain, our own L1. So presently it's on beta testing. Private testing is happening. This week we will be adding some really good sneak peek of how exactly the platform looks like. And for the first go, we will be enabling node trading. So people will have to I think we have around 6,055 node holders. So people who have their nodes, they'll be able to deposit their nodes and they'll be able to buy and sell nodes. And I think that'll be the first that'll be activated, and the second one would be GPU trading. Even folks will be able to trade GPU token on the GVEX, and the plan is also to add perps like BTC and other strong assets like maybe like gold or who knows, BNB and Ethereum, right? So it depends upon the volume and depends upon the interest and depends upon the feedback and suggestion. But yeah, for now, uh, something that's needed for our ecosystem is node trading and GPU trading. That should be going live soon in coming weeks. This week we'll be sharing multiple sneak peeks of how the platform looks, and we'll be sharing some really good information about that side. Yeah.
Yeah, super, super, Ivesh. Yeah, and yes, thank you, everyone for joining in. And the number that is been showing up, it's keeping us motivated to continue this. And I assure you that this will be the first spaces. There might be some small hiccups. I sincerely apologize if there are going to be any. So. But from next spaces, it will keep it more engaging with multiple new interesting people across the industry, as well as we will be conducting many interesting initiatives to which we will be communicating to you. Yeah. Just yeah. Yeah. So yes, I think it's about time that I want to introduce Suraj. Suraj, hi. Suraj will be just jumping next to me any second. So yeah, and Suraj, yes, you're here, and good to see you, Suraj.
Hey guys,
Finally,
hey,
it's
hey.
been a while. You haven't attended our spaces. What was the reason, and what's going on?
No, I've been just traveling a lot, and good to see this back buzzing. I think now we have a nice streaming platform across Insta and this also. So I can see there's some 258 views. This is on.
Oh, Insta as well as
Okay,
yeah.
and how many are live on Insta? So interesting. I mean, good to see. Just trying it out.
Around
I
70
wish.
or 80.
Okay, so this is not collating views from.
Yeah, I think it keeps going up and down, but
Is it
okay.
live?
It was live, but okay, fine, something like that.
ठीक है.
Yeah.
So maybe yeah, we'll fundamentally um, yeah, this will help us, kind of grow our presence across multiple channels.
Yeah.
And to all those who are there, with us, the big idea right now, let me start back, take many steps back, um, we I think many of you know GPU net, you know the token. If you don't know, just raise your hand. At least we will track your comments on X. But assuming you are at that space and your biggest question would be, what's the potential, what's happening in the market, and what's the potential for us to go from here. Let's say we are at CMC rank 1600, and the biggest question, as I tell to everyone, is how do we go from here to being top 100 CMC? Yeah. um, so this is, people do lots of calculations. They look at the price, like, okay, this kind of, it will, price will shoot this much if according to this market cap. There are many aspects to it, so supply also keeps increasing, but we have bought back 80% of all the newly added supply. So whenever there is an investor release, which is happening every month, we ourselves have bought back 80% of it, and we keep staking it. I think on subnet.gpu.net, those of you who are fully following us are able to see that the number of GPU tokens that have been staked has clearly gone from 500,000 to a million to 1.5 to 2, and now it is touching 3 million. Okay, so this is 3 million tokens for 2.9 out of 12.25 circulating supply. Okay, so we have more than 20% of the entire circulating supply staked. Okay, and at this point the staking APR is 11%.
11. Yeah, 11.
Actually, I was surprised at ourselves. GPU net, being, well, technically a low market cap, is having the staking inflation which is same as hype.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so hype has a inflation of 11%. Solana has a inflation of 5%, and that 5% is super necessary, because at the end that's what the validators are getting, right? That's how we run. I think it's fantastic. We are going to have a doubling of our block rewards. It is 2,800 GPU now, will double. So we believe there'll be, the amount of GPU staked is also going to grow to a nice size of beyond 5-6 million. We are very confident, because almost that's the supply that we ourselves have, and we are seeking almost 100% of our supply and buying back regularly. Okay, so apart from the Series A buybacks from all the VCs, so we eliminated 80% of the VCs. We have bought another 250,000 tokens on chain. Thanks to some of you selling the token under whatever dollar. But again, the price going from here to being in the top 100 is only going to chase our capability at a planetary scale, at a perceived level where we are today, to where this top 100 project would be. So some of the things that we have done to put us on that radar is that we are aggregating now compute from ByteDance, okay, which is literally one of the biggest GPU providers, okay, across the planet. Okay, This is a very big achievement, and very few people in Web3 have done this. Proof of the pudding is there on dapp.gpu.net. You can explore all the sections, chat, image, video. Some of the video generation models from DApp are fantastic and are comparable to Nano Banana.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, there was actually a post, not yet revealed, but we shared two images. One of that image, and you have to guess, by the way, if let's say if who of you can guess it, maybe we'll have a 10 GPU prize. And I think Surya has a total allocation of 100 GPU for today's most interesting people joining the space. Maybe we'll even give you the streaming link and you can join. So keep checking out the comments or whatever people are telling. Happy to keep it two-way. So there's something for you. But I think the biggest thing for those of you all skin deep is that those video generation models and even image generation models on our platform are comparable to the Google. Actually is one of the top models out there. Okay, especially with these capabilities. So of course in marketing we are way behind. If you have all seen Nano Banana on Twitter or on your Instagram 200 times, you have probably seen about gpu.net maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Okay, so in a very fundamental way, that two products sit at the same level, and you have seen Nano Banana 200 times and GPU.net maybe max 5 times, that is your 40x growth potential. Yeah, of course, with hundreds of parameters. So our focus is on to being this aggregator. Now our next big chapter is, and we are imagining things at a very grand scale, is almost every country is trying to fit in this AI landscape, and none of them have figured it out fully. Okay, we recently saw Trump putting a 50% tariff on India, and not that I'm taking Modi ji's side here, but very smartly, Modi ji has now become closer with the China and Russia and whole SEO collaboration. That's just tell Shivam to speak a bit softly. That is a big statement in terms of change of powers. The power that the new power on the planet is that the East is rising and the West can no more bully it. Okay. This means everything for crypto.
I'm so sorry.
uh, just don't tell him to come. Okay, like because fundamentally crypto started with this Western bullying. I think the whole concept of printing money. Just keep it. Just keep it. No more movements. Fuck everyone. We have to start saying more of. So this power moment is very crucial to even why Bitcoin is correlated with gold, or it's correlated with the M2 supply, or gold as an asset is now in a different trajectory compared to the percentage of world treasury bonds and or not. It's fundamentally a clear signal at a very massive level that there is clear trust in in blockchain and clear lack of trust in fiat. Okay, so that the value of that clear trust in blockchain today quantified is $4 trillion. Okay, the value of lack of trust in any of this printing machinery is showcased by gold being sitting at $25 trillion.
Yeah, 25.
Okay.
Yes.
And at least those of us who are technologists here seriously understand the value prop of Bitcoin over gold. Okay. So, to all my real estate buddies, and they were entrepreneurs of my father's era, I think they made millions and they made tens of millions just parking that money into real estate.
Yeah, just purely real estate. Now I think
Okay.
the scene has been reversed. It's pretty difficult to make in
It's
real
very
estate.
difficult. It's
Yeah.
there is a whole generation of entrepreneurs in India, I'm telling you, probably the same in China and Russia, in Dubai, our fathers who made money in whatever way, in chemical industries, in telecom era, whatever, but they genuinely made some millions of dollars. They just park their money in real estate.
Yeah.
That has grown to tens of millions today. This is 100% known fact. What is now not clear for them is, should they rotate this real estate money into Bitcoin? Okay. It might sound very trivial, but if you see um, if you see Bitcoin, it's or let's take a whole of crypto. Okay, I'll approximate it to 5 trillion, although it's just 4. Okay, let's say whole of crypto is 5 trillion. Surya, you want to have a guess at what's the total amount of money with real estate?
Oof. I can't even imagine. I think it maybe some 100 trillion.
So the correct answer is 300 trillion.
Wow, I'm at least I'm close,
Right.
though I'm far away. But
Okay.
yeah.
So see, I don't think the supply of real estate has gone up by so much.
Yeah.
Okay. We have constructed more housing, more verticalization. Okay. But this 300 trillion, okay. So I think all of us here know the market cap of real estate, which is 300 trillion, is a function of how many units of housing multiplied by their price, right? Bitcoin is 20 million bitcoins out there multiplied by, let's say, 100,000 or 0.1 million each. So today it's a 2.2 trillion asset. Real estate is sitting at 300 trillion.
You're talking globally?
I'm talking globally. I'm talking US, I'm talking Europe, I'm talking within Russia, I'm talking within China, I'm talking within India. India, although perceived as not a rich country, but the real estate market is very, very intense. So I come from a very small town in India called Nagpur. It is probably a tier 2 or tier 3 city. So we have metro cities, tier 1 cities, and then tier 2 cities. I don't know. Nagpur is supposedly very small, but the
growth is phenomenal there.
per square feet rate of that is almost the same as what I'm getting in central Bangalore.
Oh my god.
And there's a massive difference between Nagpur and Bangalore. Okay, so Bangalore has Apple factory has recently bought 500 acres or hectares of land. We have almost every banking institution from the planet, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, having their IT offices here, research arms here, development arms here, entire Accenture, Intel, Nvidia.
Yeah.
Nvidia, the development of CUDA, the head engineer is based out of Bangalore. They still work out of Bangalore. So this kind of city, and imagine there are like these at least 250 small cities, and they are also having the exact same real estate square feet value as some of the very prime locations in Bangalore. It just does not make any sense.
It does not. 100% it does not make any
Okay.
sense. And sometimes it appalls me even to think that how is okay. I also came from a tier 2 city, and the rates are as same as Bangalore. It always makes me feel very angry because I'm not able to purchase either there or here. So it's always pretty irritating, and it's very surprising to see even a small city have huge number of huge demand when it comes to land. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this is more than 200 years of work that has gone into real estate.
Yeah.
Real estate is matured to a point where banks accept it as a loan collateral,
Yeah.
right?
Safest.
So my father, I mean, he can, and many people did this in Germany also. They had a piece of flat. Um, on that, they got a loan, on which they got another flat. They put it on the rent. They have now more income to show every month. They can, on that income, they can take another loan. Blah 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 blah. I think it blew up. Uh, there was an era during 1980s, 1990s, and 2000s where there was zero upfront loans.
Yeah.
And then there was this rule of 20% at least, or 25%, whatever. That stopped this vicious cycle. Some people made money. The thing is, my goal for GPU is, we have a lot of tokens, and maybe some of you have as well, is the day when it will be accepted as a collateral, right? Or we can do our own, we can have our own Aave kind of markets. Okay. But in a way where if I have let's say, I don't know, a million GPU, the value of that today is $0.3, so its value is 300,000. Yeah. But I'm pretty confident this is going to grow massively, right? So I don't want to sell it. I have company operations to run. I want to do things. I want to invest into data centers, GPU, get the revenue. But I don't want to sell my tokens as a company, as my own tokens. I'm talking. We don't have team tokens. Whatever we have is actual bought back tokens. So, but if we can put them, okay, so these are all companies' tokens, and whatever if we release that much amount of money, with that we build it, and the value of the token goes 10x, okay, then I enter that you call it vicious or whatever cycle of the next 200 years of growth, that will be on this entire crypto economy side, as we saw in land. Crazy. So I believe we are 101% headed to a future where crypto as the whole industry is growing from this 5 trillion total market cap to 300 trillion total market cap. Obviously, governments will continue diluting their money itself. Maybe 300 trillion 10 years later are worth lesser. But I believe in this phase, real estate is not going to grow as much as this, especially when there is a generation which realizes I can actually sell my father's property, and come here. And when this happens at an institutional scale, there are institutions which put money in real estate. or governments who kind of like Evergrande was kind of loaned out by government. When institutions start backing crypto and they start realizing that real estate is um, not great anymore. It was fundamentally fueled by this money and this urban rush, which now everyone is bored and too much urbanization. Who wants traffic in Bangalore? And we are happy remotely, whichever peaceful environment we are in. And the population is not growing as much. So within 5 years, institutions will start moving their money from these very large real estate kind of vehicles to
Digital asset.
digital assets like crypto, which are basically which can move across the planet, have more autonomy, less dependency.
And
Okay,
more flexible too.
but the even a 1% effect of that 1%, okay, just you see all your great founders do this, right? 1% effect of that will 2x all your crypto assets of today. 2x. That's a straightforward. Okay. But crypto is more fun. Okay, we have hundreds of projects dying every day, and those who survive become 100x by themselves, because we have hundreds of projects dying every day.
Yeah.
So any project today which is surviving in 2030, and you take a more reasonable scenario of 10% of it moving, it will it will start something that will not be called less than a catastrophe, or
Yeah.
whatever you let's call it the reverse tulip mania. Okay, tulip mania for real estate will end. And rest assured, hundreds of crypto projects will keep dying. That's the nature. Crypto, as the nature of it is like forest. You can die every day. Okay, millions of wildebeest, lots of predator dynamics. Good guys who survive this are going to grow 100x.
Yeah. So it's like, Darwin's theory of evolution is applicable everywhere. It's all about survival for the fittest.
Yeah.
You are fit, you survive.
Yeah.
That's all. And most importantly, you have to be a bit more passionate enough to even think of projecting it for next 3 years or 5 years or 20 years. Not many people, like, Web3 has become an industry where I want to jump in, make money, bam, close.
Yeah.
So that's the reason that there is some negativity that has been occurred throughout globally. But thanks to some good people who are still at it, thinking that I will do it and I can do it. If not me, no one can. So that thought process is what keeping GPU. Also, there are few other good projects that is going on, and we have to be the torch bearers of uh, positiveness towards Web3 as well as the AI industry. This is my takeaway from this whole conversation. What do you think?
Yeah, fully aligned.
Yeah.
That's why you are here.
So one question, Suraj. Yeah, I like now that we spoke about real estate a lot. I just want to go back to ask you a question. Why is this? There are so many real estate projects. What is there's some fancy name they are using that's jumping into Web3 too.
RWA.
Yeah, RWA, real world assets. So
Yeah.
why are we not seeing much of success rate in Web3? I mean, yes, I come across many projects. I came across many friends who are working on it, but why is it like? Is it not the idea is not mature enough, or what is that stopping these kind of projects to even take a step forward? Yes, they are raising some money, but I don't think they have great clarity in what they are doing. This is what I felt. Your observation on this?
I mean, you're seeing at like RWA projects not flying off, or
Yeah. I mean, Web3 RWA, yeah. Like,
So-
they do have that good run, and they'll disappear, isn't it?
No, I'll disagree here.
Okay.
Actually, RWA is one of the most picking segments from the whole last year.
Okay.
I think after AI, one of the
RWA.
best segment in crypto is RWA.
Yeah.
I think it might be because the real world assets itself is not that stable that they're furthermore.
Could be.
Yeah.
I mean, this is my observation. Maybe the places where I have invested myself in did not have much of a growth, maybe. But
True. Again, so in general, crypto, because it's so wild,
yeah.
any one of us, I say, is better off not trading.
Yeah.
Right? In an environment where hundreds of projects are dying every day, right? It is literally every day, right? So I am very clear, right? Like, as a project, we have to keep surviving and keep performing.
Yeah.
Okay, if we are still standing in 2030, we are going to be at a level where people cannot imagine that today. Even I can't.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we'll keep it to that.
Yeah.
There are a lot of more points I want to address with the community. We have prepared some presentations on to make you aware. So fundamentally, in terms of what puts GPU net on the world radar is how we work with these. Not today, maybe another day. Is or we'll see.
Yeah. We'll push it.
Like, how do we have integrated ByteDance, and now we are focusing on integrating Core 42 capacity in UAE. These are really prime. We also have a capacity via Northern Data, which is a partner in Europe. We have a capacity of 20,000 H100s available. You can ping me anytime and you can get the availability, and we can give you a ping test or a latency test on those machines for some hours. Or if you want to do some days, we can give you a POC for that as well. We have 20,000 H100s available in Europe, and 2,000 H200s have also arrived, and they have been set up, for which also we'll make sure you can test them. We are also the next series, which will be the Blackwell series, will also start coming. GPU is very mission critical item in this changing world dynamic. So I will address this more deeply in our next AI into GPU session.
Yeah.
Okay. Fundamentally, politically, how it is impacting actual GPU prices. What's the actual GPU business? What's the whole supply chain of GPU going from? We all know it comes from TSMC fabs to NVIDIA to sitting in the and what does it mean for us? How does it, at the end of the day, create a delta on the GPU token price? Okay, we are going to address that. We are going to address more on how we work with data centers and how we are growing the next level of adoption for our entire platform, where I think you mentioned across GVEX, all of this, how all of it is coming together. These are the 3 points. We'll keep it for the next time.
Yeah. And also, having said that, we have some interesting guests too lined up. Someone who is doing really good in their industry. Suraj will be also having a chat with them in front of you live. So please stay tuned for those sessions too. And we are guaranteeing that there will be an audio space as well as a video space every single week for, since I think, maybe next 1 year or
if
more.
it doesn't happen,
Yeah.
kill this guy. Huh?
Yeah. Please feel free to drop me, shoot at me, anything. So, but I'm very much guaranteeing that we will be taking this forward. Yeah. I mean, I do. That's okay. We'll slowly.
No, you can just close it off with that. What are you doing? What is a new series of reels you're bringing
Okay.
on Instagram? What you did in your own format?
Yeah, how do you feel about the content and all of these things changing, evolving?
Okay. I had an organization before. I worked like I have been a co-founder before. It's a ride-hailing organization. That too on Web3. It went well, and I had associated myself there for good 6 years. Then when I stepped out of there, I understand that unless or until you don't have a social currency, something that is more important. It's like tomorrow any valuation might fall down, but you build a face value to the public, there will definitely be, there won't be a dip. You will survive. So that's the reason I started my own channel, not on Web3 or crypto, but I just started an informative channel. I create some quizzes for fun, go on streets, ask people questions, and try to, keep myself busy and happy.
Yeah. So he's an in-house unpaid KOL.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't pay him as a KOL at all, but still his views on Instagram clocks 1 million views on every 1 in 3 reels or something
and
like
I
that.
get around monthly some 30 to 50 million views every month. So
and now he's going to bring all of this to the GPU net handle on Instagram.
Yeah. So our aim is to create as simple and as fun as well as more informative content that keeps more engaging, and try to we don't want to be the typical Web3 company where you create some random animations and throw your product out there. I think we had enough about that. We have seen enough of those things. We want to be as simple, as creative, and as effective as possible. This is what Suraj's vision, and this is what the whole company is aligned to. So stay tuned for very interesting quizzes in our social media too. Along with that, we will be keep conducting some interesting mini hackathons and interesting quizzes, and there'll be good prize money too, whatever Suraj grants. So yeah. Yes.
So we'll have you can say.
No. Continue.
So we have promised to grow our marketing by 100x. Okay, it has to be from where we have. It is only the marketing efforts, yeah. Part of it we have started to hit. I think our combining our X and Instagram now, the presence has certainly multiplied by some factor, 4-5x for sure. Okay. Another 5x, which is what Surya's format for especially creating the token awareness. Okay. See, I think we have a much stronger token than SPX. Yeah. I think I'm 100% believer in our token. It's way more than a pure belief asset. Okay. As long as our marketing grows by 100x, as long as 100x more people know about the token, it is going to certainly perform 100x, right? And when I say marketing, it also means the number of holders, the number of actual users, the number of actual revenue that is coming, all of it. Okay. So I think we have done a good 5x in the last 3 months since TGE. Okay. Even pre-TGE, let's say in the last 5 months. Okay. 5x in 5 months, I think it's a very good month-on-month growth. Okay. Any VC would probably sign us up at least in terms of our marketing. And we are going to do another 5x with this new format. Many of our channels were very new, so it was only X, and now
moving to Insta, YouTube as well.
The bigger mass audience were the YouTube and Insta, making sure the token is available, right? So you can actually open the base app and go to DeFi section and buy GPU tokens, right? But we'll also make it more convenient, easier than your convenience store, to get the GPU coins as easy as you buy your bread and eggs. Okay, so with that and with the ease of technology layer, we are going to do another 5x. So we're certainly on track to hit our 100x goal, and we, along with the three other points that I mentioned, which is the data center, the greater world politic GPU dynamics, and the whole tech unification stack coming in GPU. These 3 points we are going to talk next time. I think we are going to be one hell of a coin riding the cycle.
Yeah.
As the cycle moves from Bitcoin to ETH to Solana to GPU.
That's going to happen for sure. And on that note, we'll be wrapping up today's spaces, and it was pretty much interesting, fun, and we'll be continuing this every single week. This I'm assuring you guys from the whole social media team as well as marketing team from here. And thank you so much everyone for joining. The turnout has been pretty amazing, and I'm pretty sure we will be seeing bigger numbers in the future. Stay tuned for all the interesting things that's coming from our side. Thank you so much. Thank you, Suraj. Thank you for joining.